What's good, guys? This is Vahagraphy. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. Today we're talking about the art of the photograph. Is the art in photography dying? In the photography world, in this YouTube photography sphere, both content creators and consumers of the videos, the watchers, are we so consumed in today's media that all we do is worry about the cameras and lenses? The art and what you can produce with a camera gets lost in all this noise. It's not the camera, it's you. Sure, having a great lens with a wide aperture helps. Those portraits and sharpness, background blur, sure. But it's a very minimal thing. We get caught up in the conversation of, should I buy a 1.2 or 1.8? Do you need it or do you want it? I can get by with very minimal equipment. And no matter what these guys say, most YouTube channels these days, quote unquote photography channels, talk about gear. And it's fun. Yeah, we talk about gear. I talk about gear. It's fun. It's part of the experience, and being a photographer is the gear. But it's a very minimal part of photography. It's all about what you can produce. It's not important. The brand is not important. Nikon, Canon, Sony, all they want to do, they want to sell you cameras. They want to make money. Some of these YouTube channels, at least most of them, they hardly talk about the art, the storytelling behind the tool that they are using. I bring up the music world all the time. And in music, you have to produce. They don't look at your gear. A vocalist with an amazing voice sells because of her talent. She's not using any gear. It's funny, oh, that's a great microphone. It's like saying you're a great singer. That's a great microphone. It's the art. It's you. It's not the camera. A lot of these guys on YouTube want to sell you gear. The new one comes out and they make it seem like the old one is obsolete, so you could click on their affiliate links and they could make money. The more cameras they sell, the more they make. The more cameras the corporations push, the more money they make. It's better for their shareholders. Photography is about the lighting, the composition, the story. In my hand, I have 3 of the most awesome movies ever produced. The Godfather trilogy, Casino. I'm a big fan of mob movies, you can tell. Hey, photo themed movie, fine. A 1-hour photo. This is a very cool movie, Robin Williams. It's about the story. Not the cameras they use, it's about the story. It's about the lighting, the composition. Pay attention next time you see one of these high budget movies. Pay attention to the art of the photography. A lot of people on YouTube, they want to improve their photography. They're so consumed with the gear that they buy. I know guys that have so much more gear than I do, but they have a hard time taking a photograph. They have a hard time. They're so concerned with, well, what settings do you have on the camera? Well, what's your ISO? What's your shutter speed? Shutter speed, white balance, ISO, aperture, what lens are you using? That stuff plays a minimal role in bettering your photography, in storytelling. And this doesn't get talked about a lot. There's a reason why the art of photography doesn't get a lot of clicks. I don't mean the channel, I mean the subject, the art of photography. We talk about gear, we talk about the latest lens, it gets thousands of views. But when we talk about the art, we show the work, it seems like a lot of people are not interested in looking at the end result of a camera. They just care about the camera you used. We need to change the way of thinking. And a lot of it I blame on the camera manufacturers. Again, guys, separate them from the artists. Even these ambassadors, like I said, of course, they do good work. They understand photography. They wouldn't be ambassadors if they suck, right? They're in their camp. to sell the cameras, for the corporation to help sell the cameras. If an ambassador tells you, I couldn't have got the shot without this lens, bunch of hogwash, bunch of baloney. You could have got the shot. Doesn't matter. If you was using a Canon with a slower aperture lens, you could have got the shot. You can get the shot. For me, I'd rather have good composition, good lighting than any lens, any manufacturer. It doesn't matter to me. When it's all said and done, it's all about the photograph. When it's all said and done, it's about the story that you're telling with your camera. That's powerful. It's much more important to better your photography. And let's talk about the art. What I did to get this shot, how I got the shot, my thought process, my mindset, my anticipation, the experience factor, what I can do to make the shot look better. It's a lot of things you can do with skill. Let's not lose sight on what's important, and that's the end result. In music, you get recognized. You build fan base by your music, by your talents, not by the microphone you're using, not by the guitar. If you shred on the guitar, you will be an amazing musician. Hopefully, the photography world can be more like the music world, where we can respect each other by the talents and the music and the photos that we share. A lot of these guys on YouTube, and let me tell you, and the reason why I bring this up is because I've been around this community. I've been around photographers. I know how they think. The ones that know what they're talking about are outdoing. The ones that really don't take a picture are the loudest ones, probably. I'm not saying everybody. 80 or 90% of the YouTube photography channels, they do not shoot. They just have channels to sell cameras to make a profit. They talk about a camera like it's a computer. Even the big boys on YouTube. Spend some more time improving your photography. Unfortunately, there's a lot of know-it-alls on YouTube that think they just know everything. Let's not lose sight on what's important. The art of the image, the storytelling, the lighting, the composition, the anticipation, your vision, your eye. Let the camera be a paintbrush and not a computer. The speed, the tracking. Guys used to shoot with film, 1 click per second, and capture all these amazing sports photos. Don't listen to these camera companies, guys. All they want to do is sell you cameras. We'll talk to you guys in a future video. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. This is Vahagraphy. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. See you soon. Take it easy.